You thought this video was going to have an intro, huh? The usual 4501 passing by the screen while he carries a flat card with my name on it? Well, you thought wrong. I don't view this as one of the best videos I've made. It's just simply me clarifying some points I missed in a previous video. You are welcome to skip this video if you want to. I will not be disappointed. Still here? Fantastic! Be warned though, this is another one of those unscripted videos, so prepare for a lot of uhs and ums. I would also like to elaborate before we begin that anything said here is just my opinion. I don't think everyone's going to agree with me. Heck, I am pretty sure there's one thing in this video that someone's not going to like. And that's totally fine by me. You don't have to like everything I said. Alright, thank you. And enjoy the video. Hello everyone. So, while it's not the case for me right now as I'm recording this, since it's the night before Thanksgiving, today, when you get to see this video, marks 1 year since the LEGO Orient Express set, aka this set right here, was released to the public. So I'm pretty sure I know what half of you are thinking right now. Train to Jack, didn't you already take a look at the set back when you did the review on it? So surely there isn't much to talk about. Yes, I did. However, I feel like there's some points I missed. I guess while we're here, behind the scenes, this is basically what happens to most of the stuff when they're not on screen. They're just off to the side of the track. And, yeah, they're usually off screen. But whenever I have to flip the set to this side, I move all the stuff over there. Now, of course, in some occasions, it does slip, as when you saw in the LEGO train robbery in the scene about when before the screen guy derailed, you could see the mess on the side. And, of course, during this guy's stop motion, there was none of this. It was just all over because that was not a professional video. But, whatever. Just, yeah, I just wanted to share that with you right now. Yeah. Okay, so for this first point, I feel like it's a point I feel like I didn't clarify enough in my video. If you got this point in the video, then that's good. That's really good. That means you were able to get the point and move on. But just in case, I'm going to explain it here. I find it unreasonable that you have to pay $300 just to get a train that cannot drive itself. Even if they made it to where there is room inside the tender and they made it to the point where everything is articulated to fit around the track. However, I don't think that should make this set a 0 out of 10. Just because you can't do one thing with it doesn't mean A, it's impossible to do that one thing, and B, that doesn't subtract the entire set in rating, if you know what I meant by that. For me, like I said in that video, I don't think there was never a good way for me to be able to utilize the motorization of the set. And while, yes, I could, in theory, build a whole loop of track around my room. In fact, I have, when I got the Logging Railway set, which, by the way, review video coming out at some point in the future, but Sapphire Star needs her stop-motion film done first. I built a whole loop of track around the room out of excitement. But that's all gone now, because I gotta get back to filming. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. Basically, even if I could do that, it, A, wouldn't be permanent, so it would have to go away, but also B, I have other trains I could run. In fact, I could just have an engine push from behind, even though that wouldn't be the most efficient thing ever, but whatever. The point I'm saying is that, for me, personally, I don't mind. I can't motorize it, simply because I wouldn't be able to make great use out of it. The other thing I wanted to clarify here today is that, detail-wise, the locomotive, I will admit, is a little bit lacking. It's not as great as what we got in the coaches, especially with how the interior was handled, and how these kind of, like, go inwards, I guess, from 8 studs wide to 6 studs wide. But, I don't know, I just like the locomotive. I mean, I prefer engines over rolling stock, so I'm a little bit biased there. Sorry. But, I mean, she does, you gotta admit, she does look great. The cabin interior I'm especially happy with. In fact, let me show you it right now, in fact. Oh, hello, we got an engineer for future stop motion. You just get out of the way. You can, of course, clearly see there are movable parts in the cab. Like, I like how there's a crowbar representing the throttle, and what I assume to be the brake is right here, too. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Let me just put her back onto the tracks. To put it into the words of Jang Bricks, the locomotive was designed to be motorized, but the 11th hour was chosen not to be motorized, and now looks a little bit more basic than it needs to be. But to be honest, I am not disappointed. I am perfectly happy with how she turned out. Because, basically, the reason why is simply because I've been coming out of the fear of what happened after the UCS scale Hogwarts Express. You know what set I'm talking about. The train set that was too big to fit on the standard LEGO track length. First, when they first showed that the set was being submitted for LEGO Ideas, I can't remember off the top of my head if they showed that set before the UCS scale Hogwarts Express was revealed or not, but I remember that I was, worried this thing would not make it around the tracks. Then images leaked for the locomotive, and I was going, okay, we're getting somewhere. Still unsure, though. Then they fully revealed the set, and I go, yes, absolutely yes. The train fits on LEGO tracks, and that's all I cared for. So, yes, you can't motorize this thing. Or, you can, but LEGO hasn't had an official way to do so. And yes, the locomotive does not look as realistic as we want it to be. But at least LEGO is taking a step in the right direction. At least they are letting their trains fit on their proper tracks. Now, there's one more thing I wanted to bring up. In fact, segue from the locomotive looks. Enter train engine jack. We'll put an image right in here in 3, 2, 1, a bam. You see this? This is a modified LEGO Orient Express. Well, I wouldn't say it's modified, but basically a new build Orient Express. Alright. Before I say anything else, let me clarify. I do not hate the design. I just hate the concept. The locomotive, everything in the set actually looks absolutely amazing. I love the level of detail. There's just one itty-bitty problem. It's an American locomotive pulling a European train. Yeah, being a hardcore rail fan, this hurts me in the inside. Let me clarify again before, keep your torches and pitchforks down. I do not hate the design. The locomotive, it looks great. Whoever designed this, you did a fantastic job capturing a American Berkshire. It's just you're putting it in a setting it would not belong. Yes, the Sapphire Star doesn't look like any locomotive in real life, but at least it looks like a European engine. In fact, I've kind of identified a basis for this. Somewhat. Some people would consider this thing a French engine, but I found a German engine that looks similar to this. There's other things that's wrong with it, like how it's a Pacific, meaning it does have these trailing wheels and all that, but in my headcanon, which I'll get into in a separate video, the LCRN basically looked at the design and was like, okay, we could do this, but we want something smaller, and so built this. But I'm getting off topic. Basically, I look at this and I think, they're just wanting to make the Polar Express for LEGO, but not actually a Polar Express. That's just the general feel I get. I'm not saying that's what they were going for, because again, I praise the design. I just hate the implications and concept. I do not view that as a definitive Orient Express. Is it more detailed? Yes. Something about it just goes, no. No hate to anyone who helped design that set. That design. It looks fantastic. But I just think this is better. I hope I didn't offend anyone when I said any of that stuff. If I did, I sincerely apologize in advance. Alright. That's all I have to say today, folks. Have a happy Thanksgiving, and if I don't post a video by Christmas, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Well, I'll at least have a video out for New Year's, at least. I have to do a year in review and all that, but yeah. Have a good one, everyone. Bye.